Hello everyone, it is stripe test this week. So that means for your videos you need to be in full uniform. Pants, gi top, belt, and ready to rock. Alright, so if you have to pause the video, make sure you have your full uniform. Make sure you've also filled out your star sheet that can be found at the MAK website. It's going to be about perseverance, which was our star word for this month. Alright, so once you have those things, you're ready to go. We'll start with our student creed. So, feet together, hands by your side. I'm a dedicated martial artist. Student creed begin. I must develop myself in a positive manner and avoid anything that could reduce my mental growth or physical health. Number 2. I must develop self-discipline in order to bring out the best in myself and others. Number 3. I must use common sense before self-defense and never be abusive or offensive. Number 4. Winners never quit, quitters never win. I choose to be a winner. Number 5. This is a black belt school. We are dedicated. We are motivated. We are on a quest to be our best. Asa. Ready. Set. Courtesy. So we're going to get started with a little warm-up. What that's going to look like is tempo run is going to come up on the screen. When the tempo guy is running, you're running in place, all right? I want to see a nice pace, knees up, moving your arms just like this, all right? This is testing day, so none of this little strolling around. You want to put your full effort in. Whenever the tempo guy jumps over something, you're also going to jump. So you're running in place, jump, keep running. If he goes under something, you're going to duck. So you're running in place, you're going to duck, and then keep running. Notice though, when I duck, I'm not bending over like this. If you were to do this in real life, someone could hit you in the face, all right? So you keep your eyes up, bend your knees, and come back up. All right, that's the first part of our warm-up. Let's get ready to rock. Next part of the test is push-ups. So I'll review a black belt push-up. The type of push-up I'm looking for is your hands are straight underneath your shoulders. So you have your shoulder here, your hand here, all right? Your back is flat, no butts in the air, all right? You bend your arms, you don't bend your body when we do a push-up. So I'm gonna show you a black belt push-up real quick. All right, so you're down, your shoulders are over your wrists. You bend your elbows to go down, and then you push to come back up. If you're not able to do that, you can go down to your knees. Your back still stays flat, and you're still bending your elbows and pushing back up. All right? For a test today, I need to see you do 10 black belt push-ups. So for our black belt sit-ups, what you're gonna do is you have a few options for your arms. You can have them in an X across your chest. You can keep your hands at your temple, which is the side of your head, or you can have them up in a guard. But your hands stay there. You engage your ab muscles to sit all the way up. No grabbing your pants, no pushing off the floor. I'm gonna show you real quickly what I'm looking for. All right, so you're down on the ground like this. Your feet are on the ground. Push your feet into the ground if you have to help engage your abs. I'm gonna keep my hands up in a guard, come all the way up, and then all the way back down. All right, again, what I don't wanna see is this. All right, that's cheating. And I don't want to see this. That's also cheating. All right, so that's what my expectations are for your sit-ups. For your test today, you'll have to do 10 total sit-ups. So for black belt jumping jacks, I'm gonna back up so you can see me all the way. As your feet jump out, your hands go above your head. All right, they need to touch above your head. And then your feet come together and your hands go by your side. That is one total black belt jumping jack. So in fast motion all together, it looks like this. All right, you're going to have to do 25 jumping jacks for your test today. So now that you know how to do your push-ups, you know how to do your sit-ups, you know how to do your jumping jacks, remember you need to do 10 total push-ups, 10 total sit-ups, and 25 total jumping jacks for your fitness portion of your test today. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna put on some music. It's gonna be about 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, depending on the song, but you have to complete all of those fitness parts. If you get through your 10, your 25, and you have extra time, challenge yourself. Go through it again. See how many times you can get through it, because you know what? It's gonna make you stronger, and as you continue up the ranks, you're going to have to do more. So being able to do it now is just preparing you and getting you ready. All right, so good luck with your fitness portion of the test. Get going.
Can't read my mind, I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Yeah. I break tradition. Sometimes my tries are outside the line. We've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way. No. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else, make the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin.
So now we're on to forms. For your test today, you will have to do all of Action Karate Form 2. I should have mentioned this earlier with the fitness portion. and I didn't, so I'm sorry, but make sure you have an adult nearby to either take a picture of what you're doing or videotape what you're doing, because you will need to submit that for credit for the test today. All right, you can either put it in the comment section underneath this video or email it to the Mac Beats COVID email address. All right, so if you have to pause the video and get your adult to help you with the different parts, it's best if you can record all parts of the video. So for testing, that's the fitness part, the forms part, self-defense part, weapons part, and sparring part. But even if you just do one, that'd be awesome. Anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to review Action Karate Form 2 all the way through. I'm just going to go through it and say the counts, say what they are. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail because it is testing day. But after we review it together, similar to your fitness test, you're going to have about 2 minutes to be practicing. And within that 2 minutes is when you should have your form recorded like you were doing it as a test. All right? So let's review it once together. Feet together, hands by your side. Action Karate Form 2, ma'am. Guard stance. 1, back fist. 2, step and punch. 3, step behind, descending back fist. 4, unspin back fist. 5, kneeling punch. 1, right reverse bow. 2, left reverse bow. 3, horse stance. 4, eyes. 5, throat. 6, ribs. 7, crane stance, high block chop. And set, victory, humility, courtesy, man. So nice job. Again, you're gonna have 2 minutes. Practice the form until you're ready to do your test and have your adult record you doing your form for your test, all right? Awesome work so far. Keep on believing in yourself. Keep on going.
Those days of warm rains come rushing back to me. Miles of windless summer nights, secret moments shared in the heat of the afternoon. Out of the stillness, soft-spoken words. Say it again. I love you, always, forever, near and far, closer together, everywhere. I will be with you, everything. I will do for you. I love you, always, forever, near and far, closer together, everywhere. I will be with you, everything. I will do for you. You've got the most unbelievable blue eyes I've ever seen. You've got me almost melt away as we lay there under a blue sky with pure white stars. Exotic sweetness, a magical time. Say it again. I love you, always, forever, near and far, closer together, everywhere. I will be with you, everything. I will do for you. I love you, always, forever, near and far, closer together, everywhere. I will be with you, everything. I will do for you. Say you love me forever, never stop, never, whatever, near and far, and always, and everywhere and every. Say you love me forever, never stop, never, whatever, near and far, and always, and everywhere and every. Say you love me forever, never stop, never, whatever, near and far, and always, and everywhere and every. Say you love me forever, never stop, never, whatever, near and far, and always, and everywhere and everything.
All right, so now we're on the self-defense part of our test today. You have 2 self-defenses you're testing on. 1 is cross wrist grab. 2 is two-hand choke. So let's do cross wrist grab together first. We will do both self-defense together one time through. Similarly to the form, I'm going to say go, and I will talk through what I'm doing so that you have that review before you go ahead and practice them on your own. All right, so hands up. I don't want any trouble. Cross wrist grab is the first one. So someone has your wrist. Go. You're going to step back. Low block, pull your hand out of the way. You're going to punch. You're going to kick. Then you're going to cover out. One step, two step, yeah. Hand back. So that was cross wrist grab. The next one's two-hand choke. Someone has their hands out in front of them like this. They have their hands around your throat trying to choke you. So hands up. I don't want any trouble. Go. You're going to bring your elbows up. Drop your elbows down on their arms. Push them away. You're going to throw a punch. You're going to throw a kick. Then you're going to cover out. One step, two step, yeah. And back. So those were your two self-defenses. You need to be practicing both and performing both. So you're going to have the 2 minutes to practice, and within those 2 minutes, make sure both of your self-defense get recorded for the test today. All right? Do your best and have fun with it.
I got a pocket full of sunshine. I got a love and I know that it's all mine. Do what you want, but you're never gonna break me. Sticks and stones are never gonna shake me. Take me away, a secret place, a sweet escape. Take me away, take me away, take me away, to better days. Take me away, a hiding place. I got a pocket full of sunshine. I got a love and I know that it's all mine. Do what you want, but you're never gonna break me. Sticks and stones are never gonna shake me. Never gonna shake me. Never gonna shake me. I got a pocket full of sunshine. I got a love and I know that it's all mine. I know that it's all mine. Wish that you could, but you ain't gonna own me. Do anything you can to control me. You can't control me. No, you can't control me. Take me away, a secret place, a sweet escape. Take me away, take me away, to better days. Take me away, a hiding place. There's a place that I go that nobody knows, where the rivers flow, and I call it home. And there's no more lies, and the darkness is light, and nobody cries. There's only butterflies. Take me away, a secret place, a sweet escape. Take me away.
Part of your test today, make sure you're in a place where you can do your test with your weapons, that it's safe, so you're not going to break anything around you. Check in with your adult, make sure that it's okay that you do that. All right, so have your weapons. Same thing as the other format for the rest of the stripe test today. I'm going to review the form, and then you're going to have time to practice and perform the form to have it recorded for credit for this test today. All right? So once you're in a space where you're able to practice, you're going to start with your chuck in your right hand. You're going to get into a horse stance. Yeah. Do this along with me. Bring up to your right shoulder. You're going to go down, up 3 times. Go. 1, 2, 3. Now same thing, except you're going to twirl forward, go down, twirl backward, come up 3 times. Go. 1, 2, 3. 3 triangle whips. Go. 1, 2, 3. Cross your belly, grab underneath, pull it out. Other side, same thing. Go. 1, 2, 3. And twirl ups, twirl downs. Go. 1, 2, 3. 3 triangle whips. Go. 1, 2, 3. And make sure you held that horse stance that whole time. You're going to pull it out, put them together, bring your feet together, and bow. All right, so that was your chuck form. You'll have about 2 minutes, practice, perform, and get that recorded for test credit.
No matter how hard I try, you keep pushing me aside and I can't break through. There's no talking to you. It's so sad that you're leaving. It takes time to believe it. But after all is said and done, you're gonna be the lonely one. Oh, do you believe in life after love? I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think you're strong enough now. Do you believe in life after love? I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think you're strong enough now. What am I supposed to do? Sit around and wait for you? Well, I can't do that. There's no turning back. I need time to move on. I need love to feel strong. 'Cause I've had time to think it through. And maybe I'm too good for you. Oh, do you believe in life after love? I can feel something inside me say, really don't think you're strong enough now. Do you believe in life after love? I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think you're strong enough now.
All right, last but not least, it's the sparring portion of our test today. You should put your full gear on. I know I always say this, but especially for testing today, it's important you have your full gear on if you have gear. Again, I'm just gonna use my gloves so that you can see me and hear me well. What's gonna happen is you're completely free sparring for the sparring portion of the test. However, I need you to do a few things during that free sparring session. To get credit for the sparring portion, I need to see your footwork. All right, so that means you're staying light on your feet. You're leading with your back leg to move the directions you want to go. And you're throwing combos. So more than one move at a time. You're gonna have about 3 minutes, if not closer to 4 minutes, for this part of the test. And that's because I'm also testing you on perseverance. You're gonna get tired during this. Don't give up. Keep on moving. Keep on using the techniques we've worked on all month, all right? You don't have to record the full 4 minutes for credit for this part of the test, but if you could record, maybe 30 seconds to a minute or have a picture taken of you, doing a combo. Again, I'm looking specifically for that footwork and for you to throw your combos. All right, so let's get after it.
I'll be the last one standing, 2 hands in the air, I'm a champion. You'll be looking up at me when it's over. I live for the battle, I'm a soldier. Yeah, I'm a fighter like Rocky. Put your flag on your back like Ali. Yeah, I'm the greatest, I'm stronger. Bet my dues, can't lose, I'm my own, yeah. Hey, I've been working my whole life, and now it's do or die. I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You don't know my name, you can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this, yeah, I was born to win. I am the champion. When they write my story, they're gonna say that I did it for the glory. But don't think that I did it for the fame, yeah. I did it for the love of the game, yeah. And this is my chance I'm taking. All them old records I'm breaking. on the TV. You go ahead and put your bets on me. Hey, I've been waiting my whole life to see my name in lights. I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You're gonna know my name. You can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this. Yeah, I was born to win. I am the champion.
Born champion. The C is for the courage I possess through the drama. H is for the hurt, but it's all for the honor. A is for my attitude, working through the patience. Money comes and goes, so the M is for motivation. Gotta stay consistent, the P is to persevere. The I is for integrity, innovative career. The O is optimistic, open and never shut. And the N is necessary, cause I'm never giving up. See, they ask me how I did it, I just did it from the heart. Crushing the competition, been doing it from the start. They say that every champion is all about his principles. Carry.
I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You're gonna know my name. You can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this. Yeah, I was born to win. I am the champion.
Yeah. Surpassed all rivals. It's all about who wants it the most. Fight for what we believe in. That's what champions are made of.
Awesome work today. Again, just a reminder that to get credit for taking this, please either submit your photos/videos to the MacBeat COVID email or put your videos in the comment section underneath this post on Facebook so that you can get credit and get your stripe. All right, awesome job. Take a moment to give yourself a hand and be proud of yourself for all the hard work you did this month. And now let's end class as always with our principles of being a black belt. Feet together, hands by your side. I'm a dedicated student of the martial arts. And I live by the principles of being a black belt. And they are integrity, concentration, perseverance, respect and obedience, self-control, humility, indomitable spirit, knowledge, power, black belt, courtesy. Give yourselves a hand. Excellent job today.